And here she is, and she's ever so nervous because she's out of character. You haven't got Mrs. Merton to protect you.
No, without the wig, I'm really shy.
What do you think I'm going to do, savage you? Hey, tables turn this. This is great. This is the first time I've ever seen you nervous. Hey? What shall I do with that? Hey? No, it's good to see you, and I'm glad you've come on as you are, because we've never had a chance to talk to you before.
No, I've always been dressed up.
Yeah.
I get really shy doing things like this.
I guess then that you couldn't. I mean, if you were to do a real talk show, and you know what I mean, as yourself, you probably then wouldn't be able to ask the embarrassing questions that you do, would you? I don't think.
Probably not. No.
No.
Or from behind a couch or something.
you could post them maybe. They could read them out. But actually, a lot of the stuff is obviously written, isn't it? I mean, you've got a couple of script writers who work for you.
Yeah, there's three lads and me, and we write it. But because the people, you know, they don't know what we're going to ask, sometimes we think they're going to answer one way, and then they don't. So you have to ad-lib as well.
Oh, I know that. Oh, I'm not saying it's a scripted programme in that sense. But what I was leading up to is that are there some things which, even as Mrs. Merton, you say to the guys, because they can be quite tough. You say, "Oh no, I can't ask that."
Yeah.
Are there?
Yeah. And that they really like to ask rude questions, like very rude.
There was one about Jimmy Hill, wasn't there, that you wouldn't ask?
Yeah. They wanted me to say to him when he came on, "Why the long face, Jimmy?" But I thought, I've just told everyone now, but I thought that was too mean, really. Yeah. So I didn't say it, but I've just told everybody.
Well, there's a sort of a deep logic to that. You know what happened when the Bee Gees went on Clive Anderson?
Yeah.
Now, they must not have known what the show was. Some agent or something must have said to them, "Oh, it's just a talk show, you know, and he's a nice guy and he's very funny." They must not have known that his thing is to be rude to people and to wind them up a bit. Have you ever had that? Have you ever had somebody coming on and they don't realise that you are going to send them up?
I don't think Chris Eubank really knew what he was...
What hit him?
But he's asked to come back on, God love him.
Has he?
Yeah.
Do you know, I've heard about that. I missed that one. What happened? What was the...
Oh, no, I don't...
oh, go on.
No, he was fine, but I don't really think he knew what was happening, really. I think, you know, but... No, I think most people have seen it now, so they know what they're letting themselves in for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, how come you don't come on? We've asked you about 200 times.
Well, as most people know, we do this every day. We hate being interviewed. I hate being interviewed.
Yeah, I do.
I detest it. I get all uncomfortable because I've been a journalist for such a long time. I feel, and Judy feels the same, a real obligation to sort of give the interviewer what they want, which isn't always in your best interests. You know? And I'm just very shy. I've done it. We've done it twice. And you know, you try and look as if you're enjoying it, but I've hated it. You know, I've hated it. I'm just not comfortable with it, and neither is she. And you feel the same, don't you?
Yeah.
So this is very... well, the reason you're here... No, let's have a clip first. What have we got? Hang on, the script. Oh, yeah. We've got the pilot, which actually went out. This was your first show.
Yeah.
And you had Carol Thatcher on.
Yeah, we did.
It was really sporting of her.
Yeah.
She
was great fun.
Yeah?
She was a real laugh.
Yeah.
She was lovely.
Well, let's have a look.
So tell me, you know, your mother, I was going to say sacked, but she was let go, wasn't she? And did you think, lovely, now she'll be a lollipop lady or she'll retire from politics? Were you surprised when she brought out this storybook?
Tales of Maggie. I've got a signed copy. Now, I know lots of people have got signed copies, but mine is signed Love for Mum, brackets Margaret Thatcher.
Really?
Close brackets, just in case I hadn't noticed.
And did she charge you for it?
I'd love to see Mrs. Merton interviewing Maggie Thatcher.
Oh, we've been asking her all the time to come on, but she won't.
Strangely.
Yeah.
Strangely, she says no. Where did Mrs. Merton come from? Because I think she came on television in about 1992, didn't she? That was the first appearance.
I was doing it on Upfront, you know.
For Granada?
Yeah,
that's right, yeah. But you must have been doing it, on the circuit, on the clubs before?
No, I wasn't. I was doing it on radio. I was doing it as a little agony aunt spot on radio.
Right.
And then they asked me to do Upfront, and I said, could I do that? And they said, yeah. So that was how it happened, really.
And you did a bit for ITV, and then the BBC got hold of it and ran with it?
Yeah. But Granada make it for the BBC.
That's right, yeah. They put it out. You mentioned, you know, that people now know what they're in for. Does that mean it's a bit tougher to get people to come on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think when people come on, I think it shows that they're a real good laugh and a good sport. And I think, you know, you see a different side of people, really.
Yeah.
And I think that, I don't know, I think we're doing another series. We're doing a Christmas special, then another series.
Who's on this Christmas one?
Oh, we can't say, but he's a very special guest. But we're not allowed to say.
All right.
But he's really great.
All right. Have you done that? Have you recorded
no,
it?
not yet. That'll go out on Christmas Eve. But yeah, we'll probably have a bit of a job getting people for the next series, yeah.
And you obviously enjoy doing other stuff as well. Here's another clip. This is from you on the Fast Show, and I don't think this character's got a name. Just see it, and then you can tell her.
Right. It's no good getting a turkey. You're fed up of it by Boxing Day. I said to Roy, it's no good getting a turkey. You're fed up of it by Boxing Day. What did I say, Roy?
No good getting a turkey. You're fed up of it by Boxing Day.
Oh, the queues in Mark. Says, how long was I stood there?
40 minutes.
You know it was 45 minutes, Roy. What are you trying to show me up for in front of your mother?
Where'd you get them from? I mean, are these... Your mother was a dinner lady, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And your dad was a train driver?
No, not a train driver. He just used to help out with the trains. No one really knew what he did, but he worked on the railways.
He helped with the trains,
yeah.
right? Okay. So are these characters drawn from your childhood, you know, from your parents' friends or your mother or relatives or what?
Yeah, since I've been little, I've always been doing little characters and just messing about like that. And my mum used to love me to do anything like that and let me put wigs on and things from an early age.
Yeah, great.
So...
But the Mrs. Merton character, that is actually somebody. You've never said, and you never would, because it'd be terribly cruel, but that is somebody. There's a real Mrs. Merton out there.
Well, it's the voice. The voice is a friend of mine's mum.
Yeah, yeah. And do you always do northern characters? Northern women?
Actually, no, in the Flash, though, just the one that's just about to come out, I play a Cockney barmaid. So...
All right. Well, before we move on to your book, I just want to show one more Mrs. Merton clip.
Yeah,
Is that right? Okay, this is you and Carol Vorderman.
Drugs, Carol. We see you on Countdown. All you do is add enough.
I'm not allowed to talk on Countdown.
No, well, just as well, eh? That's Richard Whiteley, is it?
It's a 50-minute programme.
But tell us, you know, when my friend Lily watches Countdown, you know when you say vowels and consonants, she always goes vowels and incontinence.
I love your outfit there. I love your little pillbox hat. It's brilliant. Now then, this is why you're here, right? This is Mrs. Merton's World of Television. Celebrities explained, rumours spread. You couldn't get us on the show, so you got us in the book.
Yeah, you're in there.
We're in the book, yeah. Okay, well, along with Paxman and Scylla and who's that? I can't. Oh, that's
Pamela
Anderson.
Yeah.
Didn't recognise and Chris Evans. This is us. This is Richard and Judy Paint by Numbers. Go on. Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Did you draw that yourself?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm just being told something, Carol. What are we going to Fred next? Right, we're going to Fred next, right. But that's out now, right? And it's just a very funny book, right? How much do they earn?
It's just a bit of fun,
Just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And it's like all the favourite, you know, faces and names that you see. It's all here. We got another one? Got another one from the book? No, we haven't. Okay. Well, it's very good. It's very nice and it's very funny. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thanks
You
very much.
used to be a convent girl, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, all right the way through your education?
Yeah.
And is it true what they say about convent?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Jolly good. Well, look, thanks a lot for being
Thank
here.
you
Judy
very
sends a lot.
much.
She's
Oh,
really,
give her
really
my
sorry to
love.
have missed you.
Oh,
I used to bump
thanks.
into Caroline at Attles, didn't I?
Yeah, in the
That's right.
newsagents.
The newsagents, that's right. Let's have a little
And
chat.
I'm moving to London now. I'm following you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you always said you wouldn't leave the North
I
West.
know. I
What
just
happened?
got an urge to move here. Do you
Yeah.
like it?
It's fine. I mean, I've lived all around the country. I lived in Carlisle, I've lived in Leeds, I've lived in Manchester. I was north for 20 years, and the first 20 years I was here in London. And I know people say that there are regional differences, but not really.
Yeah.
You know, it's like moving to any new place. It's in the end, it's the same. People are the same. They really are.
Whereabouts do you
We live in
live?
North London.
Oh, right.
Because it's easy to get down here in the mornings because of the traffic. There we are. Okay. Where are you moving to?
Kensington.
Oh.
Yeah, very posh.
Oh, gosh. And a bobble too then. Right, it's time for a look ahead to the... Fred, are you with us now?
I am. We've had
What was the
real
matter?
problems with our microphones here. See, what we do...